I agree with Michael Gahler's report in terms of his threat assessment and the challenges that we all face. I'm afraid that my support for him ends there, because, as usual, Michael is just making a case for, I don't know why you don't say it, Michael. Why don't you say you really wanted a centralised EU state and you want an EU army? And that is the direction of travel that people are talking about. And I agree with so much of the sentiments of Mr. Bolsonaro there. There's a lot of talk and no substance that's actually delivered. And why the European Union imagines that it's the sole guardian of Western values and the sole actor in their protection, or should be, I really cannot see that. In paragraph 3, Michael, you say that the UK and the United States are redefining their position with regard to NATO. No, they're not. Absolutely not, except both of them are calling for strengthened NATO. If you call that redefinition, fine. But in no other sense are either the United Kingdom or the United States redefining their relationship with NATO, or indeed, you can't slide away from it there. You said NATO, okay, and the EU, NATO though. It's just not true, Michael, and we need to change that. Paragraph 13, you want a Directorate General for Defence in the European Commission. I mean, actually what you'd like is to have a defence ministry for your European government, which of course would come out of the European Commission. Well, I wonder what member states will really have to say about this. And again, Michael, if you were to ask the people of Eastern European states whether they have confidence in the European Union being responsible for their security, I think I know what answer you'd get. They would have no confidence in that whatsoever. You talk about the CSDP missions. I'm not sure that those people on these so-called CSDP missions actually appreciate that they're serving the European Union. I think they are military personnel who've gone off to do a military task, and as always, they will do a good job. But I'm not sure they appreciate that this is all in the interests of the European Union. And as we know, none of the CSDP missions actually stands up to scrutiny. The idea of the so-called European Defence Union as the European pillar of NATO ignores the fact that two of the most powerful military powers in Europe, namely the United Kingdom and Turkey, are NATO members, but certainly within the next couple of years are not EU members. So, we need to readdress that. And, of course, the thing I find closest to the bone, as far as I'm concerned at the moment, is obviously this whole issue of Brexit. Now, Michael, you make some sort of scant reference to it. I think you say, your only reference to Brexit, really, is where you're saying that, we need a new command headquarters for EU NAVFOR. But that's about the extent of it. I would have thought that if you're talking about European security, that the fact that the United Kingdom, the most powerful military power in Europe, is leaving the European Union, the key issue for you is to address what is going to be the nature of that future relationship. You know my views about NATO, certainly, but as far as the European Union is concerned, and you need a paragraph in your report on that future relationship with the United Kingdom, and I'll give you some language that you can put in it. Thank you very much.